Hello YouTubers, Tross here, playing some more Infinifactory. And last time we worked on one puzzle, the relay satellite, and I kind of didn't get it as optimized as I wanted to. Spent almost half the video trying to get it to work at max and couldn't quite get it there. But wouldn't you know it, like 10 minutes after stopping recording, I figured it out. So let's well, you can see my cycle score right here. I had it at 125, but I was able to get it down to 91. Probably should have copied it into a different solution, but whatever. And basically, if you recall last time, we were basically running out of the solar panels for the sides here of the satellite. And so what I did is I added lifters so we could stack an extra one on top of each side. And that got it to work. In addition, I have this crazy mechanism which lets us build the panels faster. I'm not actually sure if I had that in at the end of the last video. Probably should look back, but I'm already recording here. But this basically allows us to only block for one cycle instead of 2 cycles that a pusher would normally do. Instead of pushing the blocks off of the conveyor, we have basically the arms that the blocks move along, and then we move the conveyor in, and as we do, the blocks move out, and the next, so they're only moving out for one cycle, and then the next set of solar panels can move, being delayed only 1 cycle instead of 2. And that's what lets us keep up with that input there. Now that input we could make even faster, but I'm not going to go any faster than this. So you can see these don't stop the next group. We get 3 piled up on each side before the satellite comes in. And the solar panels are still a little behind, but we have enough stacked up that it works out. So there we go. There's our score. 91 footprint score. It's 109, bigger than our best, but I mean that's what you get for optimizing by cycles. You're gonna have more blocks and more footprint. As you can see at the end, we start off with like 3 on each side, and by the end it kind of works its way down. So, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but this takes 4 at a time. So if we want to expand this, I'm thinking expanding this to 8 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That may actually allow the solar panels to keep up. We'll put a downward-facing sensor there. The only thing is these may be too quick. Yeah, what happened there? side. Hmm? Is that? Oh, that does get pushed over a little too quick. So we'll put a small delay there, maybe, hopefully, that will fix it. Already 5 minutes into this video, and yeah, that's not good. Okay, we're just gonna undo all those changes and leave this like that. And this should... It gets at least 10 done, and that's all the puzzle really wants. It would break on maybe 12 or 13th, but we don't really care about that at the moment, because we're going to go on to Terrestrial Surveyor. And apparently none of my friends have gotten here yet, although I know some have in the past. When the 1.0 release came out, they basically reset all the scores, so some people haven't rerun the solution. Okay, we have to build this little, looks like a robotic scanner. It's got a camera or something. And looks like we do have a failure log to look at. I do know one thing: at one point, it didn't matter which direction this little camera was facing, but I do know for 1.0 that was changed. So let's play this failure log as I get started here.
I miss having someone to talk to. Remember Floyd? Poor Floyd.
Yeah, poor Floyd.
I liked hearing his voice. It made it a little less lonely out here. And these goddamn aliens just left him to die. What a-holes. It sure isn't how I want to go. And that poor dog, too. I think it was a golden retriever. They're so sweet. How could they do that to a dog? See? Total a-holes.
Okay. So the body is made up of 4 blocks in a upside-down T with one of these cameras on top. And then there's 3 long treads. Treads are coming from over here. This has all the stuff you need for the body. So, let's put together something to make us a body here. Actually, I think that's pretty much all we need. The way I'm going to be doing this. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way or there's a better way to do it. This is just what came to my mind first. So we'll get 1, 2, 3. They get welded and then pushed off like that. And what I am thinking is that we'll have some sort of conveyor belt. over to here. It's not too bad. I want to line them up so this gets on top of that block. But then... Alright, so maybe we need to go... One more? One more. Something like that. Let's try that. There, put a lifter. Not that. And then a pusher here with a conduit. That was basically perfect. That wasn't my original plan, but I think that will work out. You know what? Actually, we don't even need... We don't even need that. This gets welded on top, and then... Well... We do need that. Okay. I was thinking that this coming block would push it, but because of the way these welders are, it then gets welded on, and we don't want that. However, we can, as I was doing, that should push it just in time. I was thinking of having a sensor here. I'm not sure how much time that would save us. Which way? Alright, so the camera's facing this way. Alright, that works. And what is your height? that will work, I think. That'll work, I think. So now we need to make the tracks. And that's interesting. These are too low. That is interesting. I think that's what we want. Just trying to figure out, what's the best way to, most efficient way to get these up one level and also rotated. Rotate them, they'll be over the lifter, they'll lift up. We'll still need to push them though. I think this might work. Yeah, that should work. That's not gonna work. Get rid of you. We're just gonna area select here and move this. And we'll give us 2 for the room. Let's see if that works. That's not bad. The way things are going, I think we'll need something like that. Problem is, we need a little more height. That's okay. We can get a little more height. So let's put a block like that. Get rid of all that because we don't need it at the time. We're gonna have conveyor belts. There we go. Lift you up one. Put a block there. Go back to area select. And lift you up one. Now all this really does is this lifter will lift it up a little more, and instead of dropping down, that the 3 straight block will come out straight. This should still work identically. I don't actually think we need that anymore. Whoa! How did that happen? That should... Oh! We didn't want to lift those 2 blocks. Alright. Now let's come over here. Get underneath. Put a block there. And then just replace these by 1, 2. Let's delay that till these are ready. Put it on top, and then the next one that comes out, we'll just push it off. There we go. Meanwhile, over here, we'll have 2 sets. They'll be waiting for that. Not what I wanted to happen. I wanted one to land here, one to land here, and then that slot in the middle. But I think I may know how to deal with that. We'll see. Alright, that's when we hit the front. When the front hits here, we want the back to flip around so the camera is pointing out. And just do that. And actually, we can save some block score by doing that. Probably do the same thing here. So then something like that, and hopefully everything is timed correctly. Well, that's not what we wanted to happen. We'll have a blocker here. Alright, that's a little early, and this is missing. So we just put another platform here. So that goes over. This comes over. And we just go like that. And I'm hoping Alright. We need an AND gate. If you don't know what that is, it's, well, it's a bit of logic, like what would be in a computer or a simple calculator. It just means we want two signals, and we only want this to pull back when they both are true. So I want, when we have the middle piece, and we have this side piece. Actually, we don't need an AND gate. The middle piece is coming when we expect it. So that's not a problem. What we just need is for this to be triggered for 2 ticks. There is a way to do that. And I hope this is it. Okay. What will happen is the first tread will come under here. Trigger this, but only for 1 cycle. There's 2 pushers here. This one is directly connected, so one of these 2 pushers will move. I'm not sure which. I don't actually care which. But one of them will move. Either this one will just extend this block, or this one will extend both blocks. This will fall on top, so all of them will get powered. But one of them will move, but then the tread will move over here, and this will be unpowered, so they'll retract. Only when the second tread comes in and is held here for a full 2 cycles, one of these will extend, then the other will extend, and by that point, this block will move in front of here. It'll trigger this to pull back, and we'll start moving through. And then after the one conveyor tread has moved past, then these will both retract. Let's see if my thinking works. And that fell because I accidentally removed the block that was holding it. Actually, I think it was here in the middle, but it doesn't really matter. As long as... So we got 1, 2. 3. Here comes our center. 4. We drop in place. Here comes the next piece. And you know, that would work if I put it in the correct location. Let's move it in the correct location. We'll move this over 1. We'll move this over 1. And then the rest I'm gonna do manually. So we're actually gonna save a block or 2 doing it this way. That'll work. And just to look nice, I'll stick that down. Because we need to leave room, but we don't want to connect these pushers to anything. But now, the nose of this is... There we go. And let through, everything comes back. And I think we have a solution. Now, this is at +0. You can probably get this to work at +1. Let's just hold this down. You see, the outer one juggles out once. 228 average, decent footprint. Decent block score. Let's play again. We'll go up. This is not designed to handle max. We'll do +1 though. We'll see if that works. It should. We may need an extra delay here. An extra block. We have actually room for 2 extra blocks. Whoa. Alright, what happened over here? I'm guessing this pushes out quicker than we get this guy. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna put this to 0. We're gonna exit the cell, and we're gonna do what I should have done last time. Copy this. This will be the copy for +1. So let's put it up there. Let's put a block here, and we can, no. Area, select all of that, and move it over 1. And then we just need to add a conveyor belt there, and that should have these lining up correctly, I would hope. Not quite. what if we did something like that, and I just stick a block there to hold all that secure? Huh. I know what we can do. We'll have that a block closer? Does that fix anything? No, because we still have to move 3 blocks. Timing. Timing is hard. I'm trying to just think of what's the best way to do this. I could move this back and move that forward one, but that has it come out early. Yeah, I think. Sure. Move this whole thing forward 1. Of course, I missed these. Missed a bunch of stuff. It's held on. Does that work? And we're going way over the time. Yes, that works. Ish. Again. Alright, trying to wrap this up. Get that. So that's all back. That's back. Okay, are we at +1 still? No. One way to find out. What point did I hit? Oh, it was all the undoing. Undid the +1? Alright, so moving that forward did nothing. So here's a solution for that. We'll take up a little more space. But we'll do just a sensor delay. So this sensor will activate something, and then that will activate this. So it'll give the block a chance to come up once we detect. Great, how are we going to do this? We'll do it at the next stop. That up apparently accidentally. There we go. All right. And now we need that extra delay here. I think it's going to be 2. Ooh, we got problems now. How did... Whoa. Maybe we can fix... The one went floating up. Might have had problems, but we fixed that. There we go. We're barely keeping up, but we are. And we're down to 170. Not the best, but better. And I'm gonna call that an episode there. So again, this is getting longer than I would have liked. So we'll continue next time with the anti-javelin point defense, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below. I'd like to hear what you think of this series, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.